can play a little football, too. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the lone running back. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out. He's at the 30. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Hall will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line, looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball in the air, intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice
That's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Going up top. Makes the grab down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has got...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make the...
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He's got him wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Slams ahead, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They're going to ride this running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Stokes. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide out in motion. Hall to go up top. And the ball is picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't...
Just steamrolling the defense. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense.
Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. They go to the ground. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Fair catch called for and made. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Hall will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. Then they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Leaves it with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. It'll be a run on third and short. Still on his feet at the 45. Gives it the big stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Hall to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first statement to make the adjustments to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Hall will throw it. He's got the back in the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Try to get it to the edge. At the 40, there he goes. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good...
He's loose. The 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. Hall to go up top. Feeling some heat. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Let's it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Grab behind the line. It's Cuevas. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on second down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On second down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Quarterback checking off. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking for his man. Got his man all by himself. Nothing but green ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just...
And they got him for the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll